Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. Whenever Imran Khan talks about starting a new movement, some kind of conspiracy begins. Sometimes it's said that negotiations are happening, other times it's suggested to stop the movement because something or another will be done. In such times, people are sent on wild goose chases. There are attempts to create divisions within the party, to instigate conflict among members, to discourage supporters. Even force is used. Various tactics are employed to ensure that no protest movement can gain momentum. These tactics are mostly employed by Pakistan's establishment in collaboration with the current regime and government. The establishment, under no circumstances, can now tolerate the existence of Imran Khan. This is a very simple truth. No politician in Pakistan's history has damaged the establishment the way Imran Khan has. Now, every child in Pakistan knows that the root cause of the country's problems lies in the wrong decisions made behind closed doors by the establishment. Until the power to make decisions is handed over to the people or their elected representatives, Pakistan will not move forward. This understanding once dawned upon Nawaz Sharif and Benazir Bhutto. But it seems that Nawaz Sharif chose to compromise. He realized that the only way to survive, both in life and in politics, is to compromise and to take a share of power for himself and his family. I say a share because most of the power still lies with the establishment. This time, the attacks on Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, to create division did not come from outside, but from within the party itself. I will talk about that later. First, let's listen to the statement of Mr. Junaid Akbar, which will make things much clearer. Junaid Akbar is a significant figure in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, or KP, which is the most important province for PTI because it's where they gather their public power. In Punjab, if 10 people gather, they are baton charged, slapped with terrorism charges, their homes are raided, their properties and vehicles destroyed, a wave of brutality is unleashed. But in KP, people can gather more freely in support of Imran Khan. Junaid Akbar was made the provincial president of PTI by Imran Khan himself. A provincial president has a lot of authority, yet Junaid Akbar appears helpless. In an interview, he levelled serious accusations against his own provincial government. He said that people who organise rallies on Imran Khan's instructions are being harassed by the KP government. He named Atif Khan, Sharam Tarakai and Asad Kaiser, saying that since they held a rally, the provincial government has been obstructing all their work. Junaid Akbar says even his own work isn't getting done, despite being the provincial president. The bureaucracy is not cooperating. When asked, officials say, "We've been instructed by the Chief Minister's house not to cooperate." When Junaid approached the current PTI chairman, Barrister Gohar, with complaints, he found that even Barrister Gohar's own projects are stalled. The bureaucracy is not listening to him either. Junaid Akbar expressed this helplessness during Ahmed Mir's program. He said whether it's the DPO or the DC, no one listens to us. Barrister Saif does the opposite of what we ask. For instance, Taimur Jagra said that if he wants to go meet Imran Khan, he'd have to wear Barrister Saif's face like a mask, like in a Hollywood movie, just to sneak in. Otherwise, they don't even allow meetings. It seems that the division created within PTI was intentional. Many within the party agree that this division should not have happened, regardless of which group it came from, be it Group A, B, C or D. They all agree that the split was a mistake. What happens as a result of such a split is that public reaction gets divided, and the planned movement is halted even before it starts. That's exactly what has happened this time. The government in KP could have taken certain steps, even at the risk of falling, like trying to meet Imran Khan or delaying the budget, but well, they didn't even try. For example, Barrister Saif, a mere official, could go meet Imran Khan. So why couldn't the Chief Minister? Why does the military establishment allow Barrister Saif to meet Imran Khan but not others? Is he loyal to the establishment, to Imran Khan or Ali Amin Gandapur? Let me tell you, Barrister Saif is like the Mohsin Naqvi of KP. No matter how much he tries to explain otherwise, that's what he is. They could have tried meeting Imran Khan. Failing that, they could have registered a protest. They could have passed the budget later on June 27th based on political committee advice, or at least after Punjab and Sindh had passed theirs. But they rushed it through, making it seem like a deliberate attempt to sabotage PTI. So what is the way forward? The only way forward is through a protest movement, which Imran Khan has already instructed. PTI will have to launch a protest movement, but this time with a different strategy. Discussions within PTI have revealed that this time the plan is not for everyone to march toward Islamabad. Instead, the plan is to shut down the entire country, block major highways, cut supply chains, including energy supplies. PTI workers will mobilize in large numbers across different areas. If they manage to disrupt supply lines and block roads, they will create a nationwide momentum. PTI is a major force, and if this momentum builds and they manage to paralyze the country, it will create international headlines and immense pressure within Pakistan. This pressure might force the establishment to swallow a bitter pill, something they are not currently willing to do. After the India-Pakistan cricket encounter, the establishment may feel that the public isn't criticizing them as much anymore. But that's a misunderstanding. These are just temporary optics. If they make another political mistake, it will all fall apart again. Military officers are now meeting youth in madrasas, schools and colleges, trying to rebuild their image, but I don't think that will work. One mistake, one incident will take things back to square one. Therefore, there is no room for mistakes anymore. The people must be given their mandate. They must be given their rights. You cannot convince people that they are better off without rights. That's simply not possible. Not in Pakistan, not anywhere in the world. Now, viewers, let's ask, can PTI launch a movement in such an environment? The plain answer is that no movement can succeed in a divided atmosphere like this. For a movement to take place, people need to be brought together. Consultations need to happen. Momentum must be built in constituencies, neighborhoods, towns and cities. Then a campaign must be launched on social media. Instead of PTI members cursing social media, they should make it their strength, just like Imran Khan did. He always praised social media. Yet now party members are attacking it. Had this budget not been passed in such a clumsy manner, social media would have viewed everything differently. But because the budget was passed in such a bizarre way, it seems like a deliberate effort was made to create a division. The only way to avoid further damage is to start a movement independently and build momentum over time. It doesn't happen overnight. Right now, it's extremely hot in Pakistan. Even if a movement is launched at the end of June, Muharram has begun, followed by the month of Safar, both very hot months, so no movement can effectively happen before mid-August. The months of June and July should be used to build momentum. And after mid-August, PTI can launch a significant movement. And it's very possible. They're a large, powerful party. After the hardships the people have endured under the current government, launching a movement shouldn't be difficult. Currently, whatever is happening in Pakistan is benefiting the ruling regime. No one is talking about the budget, how it crushed the public. The IMF-dictated budget was passed as is. No one is talking about that. No one is talking about the problematic allocations in Punjab's budget or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's budget. Instead, everyone is talking about the division within PTI. What should be discussed is what this government has done to farmers, labourers and ordinary Pakistanis. Nearly half of the population is now below the poverty line. People are fleeing the country. No investments are coming into Pakistan. But rather than talk about these pressing issues during budget days, the focus is on how PTI became divided, which again was a deliberate move. Now there's another major piece of news, viewers, this one about America, Israel and Gaza. A ceasefire is reportedly being planned in Gaza. But first, let's look at another news item. In the 12-day conflict between Iran and Israel, Israel is said to have suffered a loss of $20 billion. That's a huge amount, more than Pakistan's total foreign exchange reserves and 3 times the amount Pakistan is to receive from the IMF over 3 years. While $20 billion is a huge amount for Pakistan, or even Iran, for Israel, whose national reserves are over $220 billion, it's not as severe a blow. But the real damage Iran did was symbolic. It shattered the myth that Israel is untouchable, invincible. Iran proved that Israel can be harmed. That symbolic damage is worth far more than $20 billion. Former US President Donald Trump even claimed credit, saying, "I saved Israel from Iran," while also acknowledging Israel had taken a heavy beating. Now here's the actual plan reportedly under discussion between the US and Israel regarding Gaza. A ceasefire will be established within 2 weeks. 4 Arab countries will manage and govern Gaza afterward. 2 of the mentioned countries are Egypt and the UAE. 2 more, possibly Saudi Arabia and Jordan, will be added to the list. Hamas will be removed from Gaza. Palestinians who wish to leave will be provided shelter in Muslim countries. Hostages will be freed as part of the ceasefire terms. Many countries at the international level will accept large numbers of displaced Palestinians from Gaza. Let me remind you about the Abraham Accords signed in 2020. As part of those accords, two countries, UAE and Bahrain, recognized Israel. Morocco and Sudan were expected to follow. Now it is being claimed that more Arab and Muslim countries, including Syria and Saudi Arabia, will also recognize Israel and establish diplomatic ties, whether willingly or under pressure. This claim was made in Israel Hayom, an Israeli newspaper, and has been reported in various outlets. However, no official statements confirming this have come from these countries, not from Saudi Arabia, not from Syria, nor from any other Muslim country. Let's see in the coming days whether this claim proves true. Another report, the United States will support limited Israeli sovereignty in parts of Judea and Samaria as part of a two-state solution framework. If the ceasefire in Gaza is successfully implemented and Palestinians receive their rights, this could lead to long-term peace in the region. Otherwise, peace will remain only a dream. Before we end, one more piece of news. CNN earlier reported, citing preliminary United States intelligence assessments, that Iran's nuclear facilities were not significantly damaged in the recent conflict and that its nuclear program would continue. However, now, updated American reports suggest that Iran has suffered substantial damage and may be set back by several years. They claim it will take Iran a long time to restore its nuclear infrastructure to previous levels. Iran, however, maintains its original claim, that their nuclear assets were not damaged in the way the United States and Israel assert. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.